Hey guys, today we're talking about the New York Central line of, well, big giant brushes, quite frankly. Whether you call them gigante, or just gigantic, they are this great line of new mottlers and sash brushes that we've developed that are based on larger scale painting needs and actually more of a classic Renaissance style that was the original brush design when painting kind of first became really popular. Um, these brushes are handmade by a brush maker in Germany for us. They've got nickel plated ferrules that are plated with tin, so they're going to resist rust and corrosion. They're on very nice, durable hardwood beech handles. They're designed to feel very elegant and easy to hold and to help diminish hand fatigue, which will happen if you're a large scale painter. You probably well know that. And just because you're using more solvent when you're working, they've got a hole to be able to hang them up on a nail. And they've thoughtfully designed them in four different styles. We've got first the angular mottler. Now, a mottler is a brush that sometimes can be confused with a spalter. They're very, very similar, so it's kind of nitpicking to call it one versus the other. I think where a mottler really comes into play and why these are termed as a mottler is because it's a brush that's designed with a fuller head front to back. It's going to be more absorbent. It's going to absorb fluid medium when you're painting with your thin down paints to do your underpainting for large scale work. But then they've got some designs that are going to be able to handle the paint more impasto, like the oval mottler brush. Angular is perfect for being able to turn on edge, to get into really tight places, to be able to kind of work curves very easily, but also still offer a large coverage area with the brush size. There's a 3 and a 2 inch in those angulars. Then the flats are basically for kind of your workhorse, just coverage ability, for varnishing, for working with glazing when you're doing that large scale. And then the oval is designed to look more like and perform more like a traditional filbert brush will. It's got a nice curved body. The brush bristles on all of these, but these especially with the way that the bristles are staggered, are going to have flagged ends, which means that they've got that little bit of split end that's really going to hold paint. This style holds a lot of paint. It's going to be able to work with a little bit more impasto as you're coming along in that painting, give you a little bit more control like a filbert will. And then we've got the sash style brushes in 3 sizes. This is really nice, and this is called a domed sash. It's going to be able to hold tons of paint, whether it's thinned down, whether it's heavier impasto. It's going to be able to lay that down, give you a lot more precise control than these other 3 styles, but still be able to work on those larger scale areas. These are really favored by, especially in theater with doing set design and large scale stuff like that, and by landscape painters. So these brushes can kind of open up the opportunity to give you quicker coverage if you want to work large. That brush, the fatigue is not going to be as severe with these more paddle-like handles, rather than using a little tiny brush, having to use your wrist a lot, and offer you the control where you need it, working large. So it's the New York Central Gigante line. Give them a try.